Canada's Prince of Pot.
We love marijuana here, and we think everybody should have it.
A marijuana business that's testing the tolerance of Vancouver police.
There's not a lot of attention paid to the actual users of marijuana.
An illegal industry that's pouring pot across the border into the United States. Bernard Shaw.
Welcome to Impact. We begin with a new and unlikely source of high-potency marijuana, Canada. Indoor pot production there is a spectacular growth industry. Nowhere's the boom greater than in British Columbia, where the crop is estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars a year, and much of that pot is pouring across the border into the United States. Impact correspondent Larry Lamont reports from Vancouver, where police tolerance is being tested by a flamboyant businessman considered Canada's Prince of Pot.
Okay, copy, we're rolling.
All right, everybody's ready. Let's go.
An afternoon drama in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay, I'll cover that window there. You're gonna knock first, eh? Vancouver police got a warrant. Down on the ground. Get down.
Stay down, keep your face
Okay, we got one warrant here.
Keep going.
Police believe marijuana is being grown in this house.
Stay where you are.
Police, we have a search warrant!
Raids like this are common here, an average of one every 3 days aimed at pot growers.
I have reasonable grounds to believe there's cannabis equipment used in the production of cannabis marijuana.
These young suspects are charged with growing marijuana. Maximum penalty under Canadian law, 7 years in prison. But the courts are lenient. Police say these young men likely will pay a small fine and do no more than spend the night in jail, even though they allegedly are part of a booming illegal industry. Pot is hot and getting hotter in BC, mainly because of the tolerance here from the courts and the citizens, and because there are plenty of places to do things secretly in this large province with a small population. But who in the United States would have thought the neighbor to the north would become a major supplier of high-grade marijuana? In fact, British Columbia has become the marijuana breadbasket of the western United States, mainly through thousands of sophisticated indoor growing operations like this one.
If you add CO2, you'll reach 2 pounds per 1,000-watt light.
And the man they call the Prince of Pot is one of the principal forces. He's activist and entrepreneur Marc Emery.
So, you want American or Canadian? In Vancouver, you couldn't buy a pipe. You couldn't buy High Times magazine. You couldn't buy anything to do with marijuana in 1994. Now, we have a whole culture with hundreds of books, massive number of magazines, stores all across the country, marijuana cultivation reaching record harvests, and we take a lot of credit for that here at Hemp BC. We started this revolution in Canada.
Nice. What's this meetup?
The Hemp BC store, owned by Emery, is headquarters for the revolution.
865 for change.
Penniless a few years ago, Emery has converted his passion for pot into an empire, selling marijuana paraphernalia, literature, and seeds.
Seeds from every continent in the world.
Even chemicals to help people pass drug tests. At his Cannabis Cafe, a new way to get high.
And that's THC vapor and water.
Customers inhale marijuana vapor produced by unique pipes while eating food containing hemp seeds and oil.
This is entirely hemp. This is hemp silk. It's just very fine.
Emery shows off his clothes, all made of hemp fiber from the marijuana plant. In the basement, the company custom builds equipment to grow marijuana indoors. All day, employees and customers openly and defiantly smoke marijuana. Outside Hemp BC, a policeman stops a motorist, but ignores what's going on inside.
This is a home. This is a safe haven. If people can't smoke marijuana in this facility, then really there's no dignity at all to this society that claims to be a democracy. This is a marijuana store.
It's really nice.
But it's not a secret underground operation where people sneak in the back way. Tens of thousands of customers walk into the front door every year from all over the world. This is a highly visible, public, downtown business.
We do $3 million in sales every year out of these units. We have 35 full-time employees, 40 employees altogether. We have a $15,000 a week payroll, and we pay $30,000 a month for the government taxation.
No, you got the seed catalog yesterday?
Hi, it's the little grow shop. Mark speaking.
But it's also a business engaged in illegal activity, and everyone knows it.
What do you got here?
In front of customers and our camera, a wholesaler brings seeds smuggled in from Amsterdam, where the marijuana seed business is legal. This middleman makes more than $100,000 a year.
Okay, what's the bill? $2,100. Oh, geez. Are you sure you don't want stock in the company instead?
No. The quality of this marijuana is staggering. It really is.
Emery then marks up the seeds 300 to 400%. Some sell at 10 for $375.
And that fellow just spent $250 American money on only 20 seeds. And that's very typical, and the government collected $35 in taxation.